What's up fellas, and in this video I'm going to be playing Chapter 11 of Ninja Gaiden Sigma called The Military Supply Base. So with that out of the way, let's begin with the playthrough. Here it is, Chapter 11, The Military Supply Base. Here is the first golden scarab for this mission. Oh, good stuff. I got the explosive arrows. Score! I got Life of the Gods, and now I've got a permanent health extension. Good stuff. I'll go ahead and pop on Life of the Gods, and I'm gonna use the explosive arrows to take care of those little machines, because they're quite difficult to deal with without using arrows. Score! I got the APF SDS cores. These arrows are also just as good as the explosive arrows. just as strong as them, although they don't explode like the explosive arrows, but the APF STS cores are really effective. Here is the second golden scarab, and the third golden scarab is in this part of this mission, but you have to wall run up in order to get it. I'll be showing that in a second. Like I said earlier, you have to wall run up this part in order to acquire the third golden scarab of this mission. One more left. got 25 scarabs, let's see what I get. Oh, nice! A new melee weapon called the W Arrow. This thing is a beast, especially at level 3. For this upcoming boss fight, we're gonna need to do is use APF SDS cores or explosive arrows and enhancement armor of power and the armor of the sun, because it is very effective against this tank boss fight. You fight 2 of them. You'll see the second one after I defeat the first one. But use whatever arrows you want, because both the explosive arrows and the APF SDS cores are just as effective in terms of defeating this tank boss fight. You don't really need to use Ninpo, because the explosive arrows and the APF SDS cores are super effective, way more effective than using Ninpo, and it gets the job done in terms of quickly defeating the tanks. And the enhancements, like I said, just use armor of power and the armor of the sun in order to quickly defeat this tank. You can use the Art of the Inferno if you want to, but it's more effective in terms of destroying the tanks by using the arrows that I've just mentioned. It gets the job done much faster. Here is the second Team Ninja logo, and I don't mean to shoot the explosive arrow, but if you've forgotten what the Team Ninja logo does after you interact with it, well, here it is on screen. It fully restores your health in Ninpo. The last one is on chapter 18, so yeah, just thought I'd like to mention that very quickly. In order to defeat this helicopter, you're going to use the same tactics you used in order to destroy the 2 tanks that you fight before this helicopter, and that is using the 2 arrows that I just mentioned. Use whichever arrows you want, but it doesn't matter, they both get the job done in terms of defeating this helicopter. Now, both the tanks and this helicopter, they're very easy boss fights because you're just using the APF SDS cores and the explosive arrows in order to defeat both of them. Using Ninpo on the helicopter, I don't think it would work, so just use arrows. The fourth and final golden scarab for this mission is located right here. What you need to do in order to complete this part of the mission is destroy all those iron spotlights on the roof tower that you're seeing right now using the 2 arrows that I mentioned. Or you can use regular arrows that you can buy from a master shop, but just use the 2 arrows that you use in order to destroy both those tanks and the helicopter that I just fought. And yeah, that's the best way to destroy this watchtower and the only way to do it. Good stuff, I've got the Wrath of the Gods, I'll pop it on right now. Right, that's chapter 11 cleared. Alright, I'll stock up on my explosive arrows and let's see what's in this chest. Nice, Life of the Gods. Alright, let's go ahead and save my progress. Oh, before I quit, let's hop on both of the Life of the Gods and then I'll save, which I'll go ahead and do right now. I'll go ahead and save. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe if you have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in chapter 12 of Ninja Gaiden Sigma called The Aqueduct. So yeah, I'll see you then, take care.